NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah. How
does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here comes Pettis on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
Get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and...
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Come on with that. 1st and 10 at the...
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't done before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking downfield for Godwin. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. On play action, they'll throw. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now they try the right side here. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First down, he'll drop to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
2nd and 6.
On second down now, it's Hines. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
Set to kick off.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
At his 48-yard line. A gain of 2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Colts 7, Texans 0.
And again this time to the tailback. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. At the 39-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And Not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Now they try the right side here. And he is out of bounds here. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll find Hines out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. And it's good to make it 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also so total. Let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Colts pick it up. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Down shy of the 40 at the 41. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the left?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. He's got a man. That's That's caught left sideline. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
He's going to take off with it, and he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go. Normally, being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Number 89. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Working with a 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Flushed out right. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Colts' 8-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quick.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. DeMarcus Lawrence. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you say, hey, you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3, we just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run with Hines, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darren Lee able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Fletcher Cox. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. 1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. This is Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Brandon Copeland. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run again with Hines. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Colts on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So give them the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. Now it's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you can run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The kick by Lambeau is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
And he he whips that one incomplete there.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And got his man. It's caught for a touchdown, Houston. Devin Duvernay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. And it's 17-7. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one winds up in Indy.